The National Human Rights Commission (Nhrc) has called on the government to improve conditions in prisons and police detention facilities across the Gambia. The recommendations are outlined in the Commission's 2025 Detention Monitoring Report, which was launched this week. Usman Jata again.
The National Human Rights Commission's 2025 monitoring mission assessed conditions in prisons and selected police detention facilities across the Gambia. The exercise evaluated detention conditions, the treatment of detainees, and compliance with national laws and international human rights standards, including the Convention Against Torture and relevant Gambian legal provisions safeguarding the rights of women and children. The Commission's chairperson, Emmanuel Daniel Juve, presented the key findings.
Conditions of detention of police cells and prisons. Again, although improvements have been registered in these institutions, there remains concern. As I've always kept on saying, human rights is work in progress. There are improvements, but of course, we've also observed that we need to do better. Overcrowding is still an issue. Infrastructure that is dilapidated and unsanitary conditions, the health services within these detention facilities and prisons, especially the facilities, are inadequate, and the issue of prolonged detention is still a problem. But that is an access to justice problem. It's not only the prison problem, but it's a police problem, it's a judiciary problem. Justice is a chain link.
The report found significant disparities among police stations in infrastructure, staffing levels, detainee management, and compliance with human rights standards. It also highlighted several challenges, including poor sanitation, limited access to running water, inadequate ventilation, damaged office furniture, shortage of essential equipment, and in some facilities, unreliable electricity supply. The Commission further noted that some of the detainees face difficulties securing bail or accessing timely legal representation. However, the report found that many detainees had been informed of the reasons for their arrest in accordance with constitutional requirements. Interviews conducted during the monitoring exercise also revealed that although most police stations allowed detainees to contact their families, communication facilities remain limited. The Commission's principal legal officer, Ida Jata, also provided an update on the number and nature of human rights complaints.
We received 60 complaints, out of which 30 were resolved and 25 remain under investigation. 5 have been referred to other institutions for further management. To break this number down, 42 cases were received at the headquarters in Kotu, 16 were received at our offices in URR and CRR, 2 from our office in NBR and LRR. The most common violations of rights which form these complaints were the right to remedy and protection from torture, the rights to liberty, labor rights, property rights, the right to education, rights of children.
Among its recommendations, the Commission urged the government to establish and enforce minimum standards for all police detention facilities. These standards should address key areas such as ventilation, lighting, sanitation, bedding, cell capacity, and overall living conditions. The Commission also called for separate detention facilities for women, children, and other vulnerable groups, while emphasizing the need to strengthen rehabilitation programs to support the successful reintegration of detainees into society. Usman Jata, QTV News.